Hello everybody, it is Steve, your friendly neighborhood lawn gnome. Welcome back to another video over here on That's Comical, and if you're watching and it happens to be a Wednesday, happy new comic book day. Well, I'm here to talk about a new installment to the Marvel television library, to the Marvel Animation library as well. It was something that had originally been talked about after Avengers Endgame by Kevin Feige at one of the Comic-Cons before COVID, and I wasn't sure if we were ever actually going to see this project officially hit the streaming services, but apparently it did, finally, and it was an animated version of a very cult classic in the world of comics, and that's Marvel Zombies. So, was Marvel Zombies something that I was ever interested in? Not really. I'm not really much of a horror person, even though I am reading a great deal of horror comics, and that's just because they're really, really good. But Marvel Zombies was definitely something I was not interested in. Just seeing versions of Marvel characters as zombies is nothing for me to get excited about. And I wasn't really too excited at the point in time that this animated show finally came out after so many years of hiatus and waiting and not sure if it was going to happen. And the reviews were not good, like most Marvel these days. And some of the things that I had heard regarding how people thought about this were things that made me even less excited about Marvel Zombies. One was the fact that this was supposed to be a decent amount of episodes, I think a total of 10 episodes, and then they dwindled it down to 4 because of the negative feedback. And number 2, this was apparently what most people are saying is what Kevin Feige wanted the future of the MCU film library to be. The time where C and D Marvel characters like Ms. Marvel and Shang-Chi and the Thunderbolts become the main focus of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And the backlash that they got, especially when Phase 4 and 5 started hitting theaters, and how they just weren't making the kind of money that Marvel films used to be even when the pandemic was over, they just pressed on and let it happen anyway. There were a couple of interesting surprises, like we finally got an animated version of Blade, which definitely looked like it was Mahershala Ali. And we also, I think, even got the Black Knight from the Eternals, and we even got a little bit of John Walker in a different version, and even Namor. So we got a couple of characters that were introduced during Phases 4 and 5. Some of them got longer amounts of screen time, some really didn't. But if this was going to be what Kevin Feige wanted the MCU to be, then I am glad that it is not, because I really did not enjoy this show. I just thought that it was not necessary. It wasn't terrible, it definitely wasn't great, and even though Iman Vellani came back to voice Ms. Marvel, an actress who I love playing a character that not that many people enjoy, myself included, she was the only reason why the Marvels film was tolerable, and even though I didn't enjoy a large chunk of the Ms. Marvel television series, I did enjoy her as the character because she has a great personality. But even she could not even carry this television show to where people thought it could go. And when the show was over, you could definitely tell that there was more to show, but because nobody wanted it, they cut the cord immediately. So what does that mean for the future of Marvel Animation? I have no idea, because there are people who liked What If, there are people who didn't like What If. No one says anything about the Groot animated series. The only animated series that people truly love in terms of what Marvel has given us was X-Men 97, and who knows if we're ever going to see that second season because of what happened with Beau DeMayo. But I can definitely tell you that Marvel Zombies is really not something special. It is not. I really, really wish that I didn't have to watch it, but because I am who I am and just love to bring the content that you guys need, and it would be wrong for me to really skip over anything that is integral, or dare I say integral, to the MCU, I really feel it's important that I do talk about it here on this channel. So yeah, I would probably say a cliche thing that a lot of content creators do say on YouTube these days: I watched it so you don't have to. Don't watch this. You're not going to enjoy it. I really believe that. Just sit tight and wait for whenever Avengers Doomsday is going to come around. So thank you very much for watching, everybody. Please put your comments in the box below. If you want to have a discussion about Marvel Zombies, I'd be surprised if you do. So just put your comments in the box below and we'll talk. Okay? I'll see you in the next one.